Welcome back to another episode of Gossip Break, the cherry on top of your day. I'm one of your hosts, Becky.
And I'm your other host, Bree.
And guys, war is over.
The
I
last episode of Love Island Season 8 USA.
seriously, thank goodness. I was so beyond ready for this freaking show to be over. Um, Unlike last season where I'm still talking about it a year later. Like, see, I immediately bring it up because I was just so enthralled and enmeshed with this show. Whereas this season, I couldn't get any further away from these people.
Which is like, do you think we're just saying that now because we're so over it and then we're going to feel the same way about these people? Because I don't know, there really was something special about season 7. But then thinking about back to that time, we were also, at least me, I remember my blood was literally boiling over Huda. And I was like, I can't wait for this shit to end. And then here I am talking about them a year later fondly. I mean, not her, but
Yeah.
everybody else.
I just think, no, I do think it was this season. This season was grits. Like, I do think we're a hard audience to satisfy because we're always looking for the next bigger thing. And then Love Island does like something bigger and freakier. And it just like, it's hard for them to hit the mark sometimes. But I don't know. Last season really was magical. Like, I don't care what anybody
Yeah.
says. Like, it was so funny, so dramatic. It made me angry. It made me happy. It made me sad. It was just like a roller coaster of emotions where I'm so apathetic to this cast this season, even though some parts I enjoy. I do enjoy the Bryce and Trinity of it all. I do enjoy the Carl and Anaya of it all. And I'm like, I'm wishing them the best. Like it has made me believe in love a little bit, you know? But
Yeah.
despite all that, I'm still like, I don't like I'm so good. I don't want to hear any more drama unless they're getting married or having a baby. I really don't like I just don't care. And I don't know if it's us getting older and they're so young or the fans making it miserable or like I just really don't know what happened.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. And I was like, am I the problem? Because last season was so messy and so dramatic, and there really
Mhm.
wasn't any real relationships that came from
Correct.
it besides, I guess, like we could say Nick and Alandria.
Right.
And then Clark and Taylor. But again, like the final four is what I'm really talking about. And then I think about this final four, and I honestly believe every single one of them actually does like each other and
Hmm.
is actually in a relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, like there's actual four romantic connections here. And I'm like, so am I the problem? Because this show is literally about finding love. And I'm like less happy with it this season, even though there's four real relationships than last season where I was like, this is a mess, but I love it. I don't know. I just feel like I was so much more attached to last season's people, and I just never got to that point with this cast. Even though, like you said, like yeah, I did like Bryce and Trinity, and there was moments of it that I did like, but it just
Hmm.
I don't know. I think maybe it is like it's a combination. It's the fans, it's they're aging down and we're aging out, and the I don't know. Yeah, maybe we just like mess too. Like
Yeah, no, it's I like mess, but I also it was like last season was so funny. Like I don't think like the fans were so funny last season because I just saw something about the baby challenge and how they didn't do that this season. And do you remember when they had the baby challenge and Nick and Alandra named their baby Marcel and then there was this boy on TikTok. They were calling every biracial boy on TikTok Marcel. That is hilarious. Like I could laugh into tears right now, but I'm not like going into it because we just started. But like that was funny. Mommy, Mamacita, like just all like I picked Clark. Like all that shit was funny. Like my dream date, cute, and it's literally just like a picnic. Like I'm sorry. That last season was funny as fuck, even though it was dramatic and draining sometimes. I'm still at the restaurant. Like I'm still
You
with them.
know me.
But I also think it's because they're kind of our peers in age too.
They were a little bit older. Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like 25, 26, 27. Like I'm pretty sure Alandria, Sierra, Shelly, maybe Taylor. They're all like in our kind of like the last like we're either like a year or two apart, if even that. Whereas this season it's like a bunch of 20. Like Corbin is 22 years old.
Kata is 22, Trinity's 22, Caleb was 21. It definitely felt like it was, I think Melanie's only 24, which
Yeah.
I would think of her the oldest, but even she's really young.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's just a combination of everything. But with that being said, we will be having a whole section to talk about Love
Yeah.
Island finale and Family Day and all that stuff. As always, this will be our last episode about it for a while into the reunion. So the people who have not been watching Love Island, war is over. We're free.
Yeah. I feel really good about it. I'm caught up on all my shows.
I
How
finally watched Off Campus. Like I'm getting there. I'm
really?
about to watch House of the Dragon. I'm reading again. I'm playing Sims again. Life is just good right now. I have so much free time in the evening.
House of the Dragon is so fucking good this season. Like
Oh,
it
okay.
really like this last episode snatched me up so hard. I had to watch A Night of the Second Seven Kingdoms because I could not stop thinking about this past episode of House of the Dragon because it was really giving like peak Game of Thrones. Like I was like, oh, we're
Ooh, I'm
finally
excited.
here where they're like plotting and scheming and twisting and like literally every episode I verbally say out loud, what the fuck? Because like, holy
Oh, I'm
shit.
excited.
So I'm like, oh, finally, it only took us like 4 years to get to the part where I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. And we're gonna have to wait another 2 years for the last season. However, I'm like, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. And again, the discourse online is hilarious. So I'm truly enjoying myself. So I'm caught up on all my shows. I'm happy about it. And yeah, I'm ready to yap about something other than Love Island today.
Yeah, we have a few other stories, but as always, like we will get into Love Island at the end. So if you are listening right now, go ahead and stop and follow us on social medias and leave us a cute little 5-star review. It would mean so much to us as a present for all of this Love Island
Yeah.
research and notes and watching and yapping and commentating. It would mean so much for a little review. Um, okay, let's start off. Should we start with Bravo or Pop? Pop culture.
Let's do pop culture.
Okay, yeah, that'll be a quick and easy one. So, of course, the pop culture queen herself, always giving us a story, Ariana Grande, it looks like is back with her ex, Ricky Alvarez. So, there was rumors that they had started talking again because on her June 26th tour date, like he's been spotted at some of like the Internal Sunshine tour dates, and then on the June 26th one, she changed the lyrics from Thank You Next to say, wrote some songs about Ricky. I know he still got my back. And I'm pretty sure he was like in the audience that night. And then July 13th, so yesterday, she said for her lyric change, wrote some songs about Ricky. We always find our way back. And according to People magazine, they are dating again, but taking things very slowly.
Can you give me a little bit of the lore on Ricky? Because I'm unfamiliar with this character.
So he used to be a backup dancer for her at the honeymoon tour in like 2014, 2015. So like way back. And
Oh.
then they started dating. He was the one that was there with her when she licked the donut and said, I hate America.
One thing about Miss Arianka, she's gonna keep her name in the news. And like I'm like, that's a real pop star. Like we want
Yeah.
controversy, drama. We want you going back to your ex. We want allegations and rumors. Like this is what I'm talking about.
This is fun. And you know what?
Yeah,
I feel like she couldn't really post Ethan or do anything about it before
correct.
because it was like, yeah, like we would have jumped her for that because that was so fucked up. So she kind of knew, I think she knew better. Like, I can't really be having fun with this relationship. I can't like be seen out with him. I can't talk about him in songs because everything is going to be like a clip and a moment.
Hmm.
But with Ricky, like, she can have fun again. So, yeah, I don't know, whatever. She's so messy. Like, that the stuff with the Ethan Slater and the wife like definitely was unsettling for me for a while, and I like if I think about it too hard I'll get mad again, but other
Hmm.
than that like I just can't help but love this woman.
Yeah. No, she's actually messy freaking boots. Like
Funny.
that's a mess right there. But you know what? Thank you for always keeping us fed and like in the know of what's going on in your life. Like that girl loves media. I'll give her that because like I love a private celebrity. I love me some Tom and Zendaya, but I also really do love a girly that's gonna put it all out there and just keep us in the know of what's
Yeah,
going on in her life.
she's a fun celebrity. I feel like Ariana and all her dating relationships reminds me so much of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Yes.
I feel like that book literally changed my brain chemistry of how I think about celebrity couples. And because I know when Ariana came up with the thank you next thing and she was like said in her lyrics she hopes she only walks down the aisle one time, and obviously it's like alrighty, damn, divorce. So we're on to the next.
Yes.
And I feel like I always thought that way about Taylor Swift too. Like she's such an eternal romantic person that whoever she marries, like that's gonna be it for her because like that's her branding. But then after I read Evelyn Hugo, I was like, honestly, for these kinds of girls who are so famous, it's almost more chic to have like multiple relationships. Is that toxic to say?
No, I think it's like when you have access to everything and every man, every type of wedding, like I think I too would have a couple of notches over my belt because like we could have met 2 weeks ago. Why not get married? Like let's just we're in love. Like let's sign a prenup. Like let's make some headlines and let's go. I don't know, maybe let's even have a baby. You know what I mean? Like it's just I feel like when you're on that level of fame, the things that affect us like normies, it isn't the same because it's like, oh my God, like my parents would pull me to the side if I was going through all these relationships so quickly. But when you're famous, it's like you have no inhibitions because you're just like, fuck
Yeah.
it. I don't know. Like, you're hot. Our publicist said it could be good. It's going to make us more money and get us more attention. Like, why not? And if we get divorced in 72 days, like, okay.
Okay. And then we move on and it's a story for us forever.
Yeah,
Like I could
exactly.
so see, not to wish negativity on her, but I could already so see if Taylor and Travis got divorced, her whole era afterwards about it, and like this new independent girl. Like,
Oh my
I just feel
God.
like with pop stars that big, like her and Ariana, they can make things that are obviously very serious to normal people like us, marriages. To them, it's just like eras in their
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not.
Yeah, so that's fun. Love to see that with her again. Let's talk about Bravo now. I want to hear the Real
Oh.
Housewives of Atlanta corner.
Yeah, I literally feel like Angela Oakley every time I put my head down because she has done that every episode for the last 3 months because they are stressing that lady out. I'm gonna give a little background. Obviously we know Shamea and Porsha are bestie boos, and then last season was Shamea's first season as a full-time housewife, and they had some sort of falling out. We knew it was with the moms. They both didn't want to say anything, and then this season they said back that they had a text conversation that got dragged to hell. So it's like no, it was no turning back, but everyone held a little piece of hope. Like, dang, I hate to see bestie boo-boos fall out like that. Like, that is just awful. You guys have been friends since you were like your daughter's ages, and your moms are were friends, and like your daughters could be friends. It's just like really sad because we could have had
Especially because of
three.
the show. It's like it makes you feel
Yeah.
like it's because of the show. And it's like you guys are so good for so many years before.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like what really went down. So in this last episode, the girls took a trip to Scotland in homage to our traders icons, Phaedra and Portia.
I'm
Uh,
obsessed.
No, it is so them in Scotland is so fucking funny. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm enjoying Atlanta Housewives again because it's just like, wow, this is it has everything I like everything I missed about the golden days. Anyways, so they're at dinner, and I also want to keep in mind Portia has avoided talking about Shamea this whole season. Portia has gone to every anger management class, therapist, has talked to God because it'll get to the point where if the other girls are talking about Shamea, she'll literally be like, I'm going to the bathroom. And she'll in her confessionals be like, I don't want to make a face, a look, a body twitch, nothing, because I don't need Shamea saying like, oh, well, when you were on camera and they were talking like it. She's like, I literally
Damn, it's
like
getting
she's like,
serious.
yeah, she literally exits stage left. Like it's crazy. So we're at dinner in Scotland and the girls are talking about Dennis and Portia, and like, are you completely over Dennis? Like, is there a chance? Blah 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 blah. And then literally out of nowhere, Shamia's like, well, Dennis told me and Gerald that you don't want PJ around us. Like, I just think that's crazy. Why would you ever let what's happening between us get involved with our daughters? And Portia was like, the texts that we sent to each other were so low down. Why would I want someone that would say that about me around my child? And that's just like, duh. Like,
Yeah.
come on now. I don't even care if you said something light and silly. If we're beefing, my kid's not going to be around you. Like, I don't care if our kids are friends. Like, that's just it. And Portia even said to the point where even if like the only person who I could talk like that to and I would let around my child is my sister because again, we're family, we're literally flesh
Yeah.
and blood at the end of the day. So I know she's not going to say anything slight or we can just get over it because it's like at the end of the day, we're family, you guys are cousins, like whatever. And then Shamea, and this is where Shamea loses me because it's such fake outrage that she was like, well, you considered us sisters. What happened to that? Girl, that's not
Oh my God. That's not the same.
that is not the same as my literal blood sister and my literal niece. Like, let's be serious. I know we've been friends for like 20 years, but again, this is my real life sister, and
Yeah.
you are my friend and now coworker.
It's not comparable.
It at all. So like you even bringing this up and you being like fake shocked that I wouldn't want my kid around you is annoying, especially because none of us are talking about it. And the fact that you brought it up in front of the group and you brought up my kid. And then I don't know what happened. And then Shamia is just like, you're just mad because da 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 da. And that's why your mom tried to fuck my dad.
What?
And
Why
the
would she
whole
say that?
literally the whole table, it was like something out of a Renaissance painting. Angela's Oakley's hands in her chest. Pinky's mouth is literally, I'm getting chills, like imagining this scene in my head. Pinky's jaw is literally on the floor. Eyes take up 90% of her face. K Michelle is sobbing. Shamia, no! Like it was so dramatic because everyone was like, why would you go? Like, how did you go there? Like, why would you go there?
Why would you
And
say that?
why would you say that? Even if it was true, even if it is true, I don't know. I don't know what I believe. But even if it was true or Shamia completely pulled it out of her ass, it's like, oh, there's no going back. Th-
Yeah.
You you just accused my mother of trying to fuck your dad while our moms are friends. That's crazy. And Portia was like, "You're a liar. Your mom's a liar. Y'all are low down, dirty snakes." Whole time, I'm just shocked that your mom tried to fuck your brother's or your dad's brother. I'm
Oh my God.
like, I was like, "Yo, what is going on? This is crazy. I don't know who I believe. I don't know what I believe. I don't know. I really don't know." But naturally, somehow, Shamia gets up from the table in tears as if she didn't start this entire thing. And that's like everybody's problem with Shamia is like, you're always trying to like be the victim, but it's like just own your villain origin story. You know, Portia is the star of the show. You know, she is the show now. They're going to center everything around the show. No shade, sister. That's the only reason why you're here. It's because Portia is
Yeah.
the real adversary. And instead of standing in it and being like, no, like, this is what it is. Either we're gonna fix this off camera or we're not. If we are, whatever. But like trying to be the victim and like I'm so tired of her spreading lies when you literally brought something about my child and my mom out of left field. Of course I'm dragging it to hell. What do you mean?
Yeah.
The getting up from the bus, the crying, the only person that followed you was Kelly, obviously, because you're letting her literally live in your townhome because she's getting sued left and right from her ex-husband. So she has no money. Everybody else is like, what the fuck just happened? And the thing is, Shamea is fighting with every single person on that cast. Every single person she's had this moment where she goes after them. And they even did the flashbacks where she goes after them and then she leaves in tears. And it's just like, Shamea, like, I'm
Enough.
enough. Like, if the audience is tired of seeing it this season, like, I know the ladies are tired of it. And like, none of
Yeah.
them even really budged when she left, other than Kelly. And, K Michelle, I guess, is probably the next closest person to Shamea, even though they have some weird stuff going on. And I guess Kay was trying to give her like a little bit of grace and being like, I just feel like Shamea's going through a lot and she really has changed since we started filming. And I don't know what's going on, but I feel like we could give her a little bit of grace. And then Miss OG Cynthia clocks in and says, well, how much of that is on Shamea?
Yeah.
Like, is everyone picking on Shamea, or is Shamea starting fights with everyone and then crying about it?
She is giving Kyle Cook that he like starts the fight and then cries by the end of the fight, and then he always storms off from the table. And it's like, you started it.
You literally started it. We were trying to have a nice dinner and we were talking about relationships and love, and like we were having a kiki, and then all of a sudden you want to bring up my child and why I feel uncomfortable with my child being around you, and you're shocked, but then like not even 10 minutes later you're talking about my mom trying to like get in
That's
between
crazy.
your parent. Like, this is why my kid's not around you, because like you're acting one way and then you do something else. So it's just I yeah, there's no going back for these two. I cannot wait for next week's episode. I
Yeah,
cannot
you have to
wait.
keep us updated.
I absolutely will. This reunion is going to be sickening.
I
I
was gonna
know
say up until the
that.
reunion, like I need to know.
Yeah, I will give y'all a
I'm gonna have
play-by-play.
to watch the reunion.
Yeah, and if you haven't caught up on this season, like honestly, it's all gonna go down at the reunion. Like, this is when the season has really started. I mean, we're 14 episodes in, and like the other episodes are like good and it's like a build up, but this is like the pinnacle of this season, you can tell. And yeah, this reunion is gonna be something crazy. So make sure you're all caught up, or just catch the reunion, or follow us on Threads, because Angela Oakley is a gossip breaker. So she
Wait,
loves
I'm wait,
us.
did she really?
Yeah, like I thread her, not all the time, but I've threaded her a couple of times, and it's always positive stuff about her, and she like likes them and
Oh,
like
cutie.
responds. So I'm just like, hey, Sister Oakley, like we love her. So yeah, guys, it's I'm just so happy with. I'm like, finally, we're in a good spot with Atlanta, because I've actually been worried about y'all for the past like 6 to 7 years, dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
it's not been good. So.
This is like the most positive, even though it wasn't positive, but like the most positive terms in the sense of the franchise. Like we're back.
Yeah, we are so back. I'm so excited. I'm already excited for next season, because it's like they've got their groove. Everyone's like genuine and sharing their stories. And everyone's just not in a like a literal good spot, and like they're good in their lives, but like their stories are all really good, and the way they're interconnected is great. So I wouldn't change a damn thing about this cast. Maybe some more friends or something potentially, but other than that, I'm very satisfied.
Housewives is so back between this and Rhode Island.
No, literally, like I'm thrilled. That being
Okay.
said,
Let's finish out this Love Island season 8 finale.
whew.
So the last we talked, it was last Wednesday before Family Day. So we had Family Day, the final four, and finale to talk about. Um, I guess I mean we don't really have to start in order. We can just kind of like go all over the place because it's like whatever,
Hmm.
the season ended. So congratulations to Bryce and Trinity, our season
Yay.
8 winners. Yay. Honestly, like there was nobody else that should have won.
No, not
So
not a chance in hell.
yeah, the right people won. I'm happy for them. What did you think about the order of the final four? So Carl and Anais got in second, and then third was Melanie and Sincere, and fourth, Kata and Zach. The fact that Kata and Zach even snuck their way in, I was shocked.
Yeah. I think people just wanted like their little core four in there. I
Yeah.
did not expect Melanie and Sincere to be third. I think that is diabolical.
They deserved fourth.
They deserved fourth more than Kata and Zach because I do believe that Kata and Zach love each other and like can work through whatever stuff they're going through. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of Zach. I don't think he's an egregious evil demon. I just think he's just a self-producer, which we knew that was gonna happen because he's a Nepo baby. Whereas Melanie and Sincere, I think like Sincere is awful, and we've been seeing it since the few days that they've been out of the villa with his family getting on live and calling
Oh my
Trinity
God.
ghetto, and Anaya reminds them of Shrek and all that. I'm like, he shouldn't have even t touched the final four. But
Not at
it's
all.
fine because he's not getting a single brand deal. And like that is my solace out of all of this. It's like you didn't even get the Huda treatment where like you were evil and it was fun and you got like these big brand deals, which if you invest right, you'd be good for the rest of your life.
Yeah, they definitely deserved fourth. Kata and Zach deserved
Yeah.
third. I did predict that I thought Casey and Titi would make it in the final four. So I
Mm-hmm.
was a little bit shocked, to be
Me
honest,
too.
that they got sent out. And then Kenzie and Dylan as well, which I was kind of expecting them. But I guess I just the most compatible vote kind of threw me off because since they made it in there and Kata and Zach didn't, I just thought that was like where it was gonna keep going, the
Right.
direction. But I mean, I'm not mad about Kata and Zach being in there because yeah, I think that they do really love each other. And yes, Zach has his problems, but it wasn't anything like sincere, to be honest. Like they can work through
Yeah.
all of that stuff. And I do honestly, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for him with all of the hate because I saw Trinity release a statement basically saying, like, to stop being mean to him, and all the girls from Core 4 reposted it. So it's probably getting to him. I mean, I'm sure like for anybody, it's like you get out, you get your phone, and you miss 6 weeks of like people watching you 24/7 and having all these opinions about you. So I think that they can work through the things. Like, he wasn't perfect, but I think I even saw her mom on Thread say that, they didn't show a lot of Family Day, which is like obvious. They have to have certain narratives and they have to have certain timings. But she
Yeah.
did say that she's not worried about them because, like, production apparently didn't show that Zach did make Kata breakfast that day and that, obviously they're always laughing all the time. And then Jen came out the house and was like, I'm so confused why people hate Zach. I really like him and Kata. And Gall was saying
Hmm.
like, yeah, I think Kata and Zach are gonna win. So I feel like the Islanders have such a different perception of them than we do. And I know some of the things they didn't see, like we're mad at him for the comment he made after the hideaway, which the Islanders didn't see. So I get that. But then I was also thinking, I feel like we might be doing just like herd mentality group think on social media
Hmm.
because I was asking of people who are like not on social media who watch Love Island, and then I was asking my husband about it, which he kind of stopped watching like right before Casa, so I feel like I'm not taking his opinion fully into it. But like his and family members who are watching it and don't go on social media, they don't understand why people hate Zach so much. They're like, I mean, was he a little annoying? Sure, but like people like they don't understand the gravity of the hate. And I honestly do feel like it was kind of exaggerated a bit online, and then like everybody just jumped in like, we hate Zach, we hate Zach. Like
Yeah.
it's such group think. And like, yeah, I fell into it a little bit, but I mean, like taking myself out of it, he really was not.
He's not that bad. Like he's not, we've seen much worse. I
We've
just
seen
think
so much worse.
like I do think it's the group think of it all. It's the situation. It's like the way he was moving and then like the situationship of it all. Like
Mhm.
again, it's not that bad. I did notice that Kata literally deactivated her Instagram, so I know baby girl is going through it, and I can't even blame her for that because imagine you're like so in love with this guy and you're like, "Oh my God, we're gonna be like billionaires after this." You come out, your dad's on Twitter calling him gay. The whole world is calling him gay. They're calling him sneaky, conniving. Y'all, you see the date that Anaya and Carl went on and they gave y'all
Yeah.
ham sandwiches. Like, that girl is not okay right now. So, like, that's also why I'm like giving a lot of grace to Zach because it's not even the hate isn't even towards Kata, it's towards Zach. And she probably feels very conflicted. She probably feels stupid because, like, what are they seeing that I don't see? Conflicted. Like, I really like this guy, but like, nobody likes him. She probably feels betrayed by her family because, like, low key, like, it's funny to us as viewers, but like, if my dad was on Twitter fanning the flames to these allegations about my man's sexuality, I would not be
Oh, I'd be
happy.
pissed.
I'd be sick. I would
I would be
seriously be
pissed. Yeah,
sick.
I when you say it that way, I do feel bad for her. She's probably like feeling just and then also you can't help but wonder. It's human for her to be like Melanie and Sincere got voted higher than us and they're in shambles every day. Like what am I doing wrong? Like what is
Yeah.
America seeing about me that I'm not seeing? So I'm sure she's probably like internalizing a lot of that. But I have to say, I feel like Family Day just really gave me such a better picture of all of these people. Like at the end of the
Hmm.
day, have they all made mistakes and done bad things, Sincere included? Yes, but they are human. And I just feel like seeing their families like really made them feel real to me again. And
Uh-huh.
not like Sims, which is like so toxic to
Yeah.
say. But like when Zach's sister was like, I think you do love her, but you're just scared. Like that immediately I was like, I understand Zach now. Like
Yeah.
everything he does is because he is a scared, insecure little boy and he has like the hottest girl in the villa and everybody wants her. Like even Kenzie's brother came in there was like, yeah, I got a crush on Kata. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's probably feeling like, wait, what? And then also hearing him talk about Charlie and being like, Charlie was the hotter brother and the more charismatic brother, and everybody loved him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he's got some kind of complex going on. And that's just like manifesting now that he's like better looking and he like doesn't know what to do with it. And like
Yeah.
I feel like I understood Bryce so much, like seeing his mom and grandma, like that was
Hmm.
so sweet. And like Melanie's family, oh my
Oh my
gosh, I
gosh.
loved her mom talking to her in Spanish. Like that was the most beautiful moment of like Love Island history.
No, I te real tears. I needed that conversation. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like,
Gorgeous.
wow. Like that was beautiful. Like that no, that was amazing. Like that I think that got them to the final four and or
Yeah.
in third place in the final four more than like anything they have actually done.
Yeah, that was such a beautiful moment. And it is sad that she didn't follow through with it because I've been seeing like a lot of TikToks. Like I was sending one to you that, like, honestly, I do feel like if she would have just walked away with her family, she probably would have been like the most famous Islander of all time. Like, I'm picking me, I'm choosing me, I'm not doing this. I don't care about winning, I don't care about the finale. I think it would have been so cool, but at the same time, like she is a young girl and like I'm sure her brain is just so like she's got Stockholm syndrome being in there for
Yeah.
so long and being with this guy from the beginning. I'm sure like she can't help but feel. And then like people are voting her and him as the most compatible and voting them in the final four. Like I'm sure that's getting to her too. So yeah, I mean I wish she would have listened to them, but I understand why she didn't.
Yeah, I want the best for Melanie. Literally fuck Sincere. Like I couldn't give two shits. Like not him being this season's Huda. Like please get him out of my villa, out of my face, off my Instagram. I do think Melanie will come around. I just think we need to give her a little bit of grace. And like
Yeah.
Steffi and Sierra said in Aftersun, I don't like all these brands hopping on this trend of like, Melanie, if you leave Sincere, we'll give you a free trip. She's gonna get the free trip to fucking. She already got a free trip, okay?
Exactly. She
Like
doesn't
we,
need you
she
guys.
doesn't need you guys like hopping on this bandwagon because like do you know how much pressure that is? Like that's only
Yeah.
driving them closer together and these brands are trying to be like cute and trendy and it's like it's not hitting like you think it is. Like just because you
Yeah.
hop on this trend like does not mean that you should. Like that is not the way to do it. I just don't know what they're thinking and that's
Like
just
using
adding.
her pain as marketing.
Yeah, and I hate that. Like funny moments, sure, dramatic moments, whatever, but like that girl is clearly going through something. You can see it in her eyes.
Yeah.
Honestly, all of them. They're all exhausted, they're drained, like they're so fragile right now, so to make a joke out of it doesn't sit right with me. And I'm glad Teffy called it out on screen. I hope they all deleted their fucking posts and like feel stupid right now because you
I'm
guys look
glad she called
you
it out too.
yeah, you guys look like fucking clowns because didn't like it either and I couldn't put my finger as to why, but I'm glad Teffy said it.
Yeah, there's just like some media people and brands that they try to, be trendy. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna like jump on the Love Island train because everybody's talking about it. But some of them just do it so poorly. Like it reminds
Hmm.
me of when I forgot who it was, but it was like a magazine, I think, and they had posted about Shelly, like, oh, what
Oh,
would we feed?
BuzzFeed?
Yeah, BuzzFeed. It was like, what would we feed these islanders for breakfast? And like Shelly's was a knuckle sandwich. It's like, like you guys, no, no, this is not how you do marketing. So yeah,
Yeah.
glad Teffy called that shit out, and hopefully that dies down.
Hmm.
But continue with Melanie and Sincere. Some things have just pissed me off with Sincere. Like he is just so unchivalrous, if that's a word. Like when they got to the date and
Ugh.
there's one massage table and he says rock, paper, scissors for it. Bitch, if you don't just give her the table, like what is wrong with you? Number one. And he already pissed me off that he didn't give her the bed and soul tie.
Yep.
Like that was so gross. I didn't like that either. And then the fact that like after family day, he seemed so I feel like he was just going through the motions. Like I was honestly scared watching him because all he does is just stare straight ahead and talk and be like, "Yeah, it's a learning moment for me." I feel like he's not grasping anything. Like
Mm-mm.
almost like he's AI. But then when KC leaves, that's the first time we see him cry in the house and get that emotional. It's like, "Oh, so you do care. Like you do have these feelings. You just don't give a fuck about Melanie." Like I feel
Correct.
like he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's doing this because of perception.
Yeah, he doesn't give two shits about what like Melanie's feeling. He can't empathize with it. He can't even
Nope.
it's not even that he doesn't care. I don't think he like can care. It's like he's not there and then seeing how his family has acted, it's like, oh, I see why you're like that. Like you've never, they're gonna make
Totally.
so many excuses for you, every excuse in the world, because you don't have to care. Your family's got you, they love you, you're a track star, you have your master's in counseling at that. Like, you don't give a shit.
No, he doesn't give a shit. I actually saw this TikTok that made me it kind of okay. I feel like I forget so much that happens at the beginning of the season. And she was like,
Mm-hmm.
guys, I'm not trying to be a pick me, but just hear me out. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly feel like Melanie made Sincere, shouldn't say made, but like he was like her final boss because her making out with him and Corbin back to back and then lying to everybody about it afterwards. Like, no, I didn't know it was him. When it's like we all knew that she knew what she was
Yeah.
doing, like lying about it. Somebody basically said that made Sincere into a villain and he just hasn't let it go since, which I mean, I don't know. Like we shouldn't say like it made him because he's a grown man and can do what he wants. But the way she worded it was so fucking funny, and I was just like, oh my god, like I kind of forgot Melanie was on some shit in the beginning. Like she really was doing the most. Like give me 10.
Yeah, give me 10, give me 10. We forget, like, Mama was not playing with us about that man in the
No.
beginning.
Jumping up and down on that bed when Caleb came in kicking her feet. Like she was really embarrassing the fuck out of Sincere that first week.
Yeah. Honestly, because she had to put him through a little bit of hell. Like, she was giving the girls hell. She gave the girls so much hell about
Yeah.
Sincere and even about Corbin. Like, we got Give Me 10. Give Me 10 was not about Sincere, it was about Corbin.
It's crazy to think back on that because it's like we just see her now and she's just been so upset since basically Soul. And it's like, damn, like
Yeah.
I kind of forgot the origins of this. Like she kind of did start the fight.
She definitely plays a part in this, but I'm like, okay, how much is enough?
So it should have been enough after Soul. Like you did
Yeah,
the big one, but then
Soul,
he kept going.
correct. He kept going and he's still going and his family's going. And if you're, I hope her mom is having a long conversation with her right now in Espanol because, like, fuck your feelings. If you don't get away from this man, you will also have no money.
Yeah, you need to start thinking about the brands.
Yeah, because you're a model. And that's another thing I want to say about this show. Like, as much as we're like, they want to be like, and I don't want to come off as insensitive or harsh, but they're always like, we're human beings. Like, please, like, you forget, you signed up for this show. you know how big this show is. The only people
Mhm.
that can use that excuse and get 100% full empathy unasked is season 6 people because they had no idea that they were making history that year.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else after that, that's like, I'm a human being and it's a lot of pressure. Like, you know, this show comes with pressure. You know, people are going to nitpick you. So, do I think the nitpicking's right? No, but like, you know what you're signing up for. That is a risk of the job. It's a very high risk, very high reward show. And all of y'all are like models outside of this. Like, no one's ever a normal person like coming into the show. Like, Jen's a
Yeah.
model, Soul was a model, Melanie's a model, Anaya's a nepo baby. You guys don't have like regular job. You're not regular everyday normies. Like, you are
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful people whose career depends on how many people know your name, and that's why you went on the show. Like,
Totally. Like even on Aftersun, KC, when he was like talking about his followers, he was like, yeah, I started with 9K and now I have like 252. And it's like, honestly, even 9K
that's
for
a
a
lot.
normie is a lot. Like you clearly are some kind of little influencer in your
Yeah.
community. So yeah, there was not a single normal person on there. And to your point, I also did see somebody bring up a point about Zach, how apparently there was like videos of people before they obviously knew who he was, like, oh my god, look at Charlie's brother on his Instagram, like he needs to be on Love Island, making petitions for it that had like hundreds of thousands of likes wanting this guy to go on there. So he's probably like, oh, I got this in the bag, like people already like me. So he was probably thinking like, I can't fuck up because like I got Charlie, people wanted me on this show. And then so his mindset is probably so fucked right now because he was probably like the last person who expected this much hate.
Yeah, which is why I feel like he was moving the way he was moving.
Yes, exactly. Like self-producing.
Yeah.
If he would have
Um,
just been more real, because like I said, like seeing his family come in, I was like, I understand him now. Like he is just the
mhm.
younger little bro who is trying to like prove himself and just be
Yeah.
real about that, you know? Don't be this annoying, like negging kind of boyfriend. We don't like that.
No, we hate it actually.
And I think Bryce was received so well because he is older. And I feel like when you're 30, you know yourself. You're not trying to put on a front, you're not trying to put on a show. Like you're just going to be authentically yourself. And I think that translated really well for him.
No, it did. I literally love them. And then seeing his
They're cute.
grandma, I was like, I'm obsessed. Like,
No, that TikTok edit I sent you turned me into a believer. Like I feel like I don't the guys, this is the Brinity edit. The everything is romantic, the falling in love again and again. And it's just the two of them. Like, oh my God. No, I love that TikTok. I was like, my winners.
no, the way they look at each other is really cute. The way they're always like running to each other is really cute. Them in the confessional booth looking stressed the hell out during Casa because they're like, I know the other person's having a good old time in there. And they literally were, they both were pouting and sad the whole time. I'm like, you know what? You can't produce that. That is not a producer's edit. Like, that's just like
Yeah.
genuinely how they feel. So,
It gave
for
me some
that,
buzz.
yeah,
Not
like
gonna
I was
lie.
like, I'm
Finally.
finally, yeah, I'm very happy. I do have to address the Parmita of it all.
Okay. After Sun.
Yeah, that they're not making it to the reunion.
No, I don't know what we were thinking. Really, like they had one good episode, and we were so like just drained from everybody else. Like the Melody, Sincere, the Kenzie, we were just like, give us somebody fucking new. They showed us an ounce of being normal, and we took it and ran.
No, we really did. But like, to be fair, they like surprised us because they seem so like, both of them seem like they're like they are so beautiful. It's just like, and like into their bodies that like it's like the mind must be missing or something. So the fact that they were both like really real in that moment, it was like, wait, maybe you guys do have something to stand on because like
They had
Corbin,
software updates.
yeah, like Corbin, that was real as fuck. Parmina, that was real as fuck. Like, I actually like kind of fuck with you too. But then this, like, I've been with rappers, I've been with athletes, I've been listen here. As someone that, knows her, who is really known in her city, okay? Tampa, Florida. It is not hard to be an athlete's, rappers, influencers' faces. It's actually easier to get in front of them than it is like a normal guy working a 9 to 5 because women are throwing themselves at them constantly that they like it's a part of the game and they like being chased. So when you're like in front of them, they know why you're here because they
Yeah.
know you know who they are. Like it's again, it's not that hard. It's not that impressive. And telling that to your 22-year-old boyfriend as kind of like a flex is like really strange. And as a messy bitch, like unless you're saying names, sister, I don't want to hear about rappers and athletes. So name them.
No, literally name them.
Start some real drama. Get something out of us. Like, make a list for us.
It didn't hit the way she thought it was
No.
going to hit. It was so cringe when she said it in the car. And I Corbin just when she's like, "Is that not enough for you?" He was like, "No." Like he said it so fast and so casually. No. Because like why would you think that would make me be more like why would you think that would make you more loyal because you've done all that now you don't want to? Like no, to me that's just I don't know. That was so
Cornball.
I was like, don't let these red pill losers like give you fucking clip moments because now they're out here clipping you on TikTok and you have all these like red pill losers in your comments. And you know what? You set yourself up for that.
Yeah. Because what did you think was going to happen? Because you did not keep it pee at all, sister.
No.
Because you really could have just shut up and ate your food. Like, I was just so I was like, did I miss something? I genuinely was confused why she was talking about that. Did she just want us to know that she's fucked with rappers and athletes and stuff? And it's like, well, duh, sister, coming out of the villa, like they're probably in your DMs right now, but like now the ones that are probably like worth a little bit of your time aren't gonna be there because they're gonna be like, no, she's gonna tell the business.
Yeah, she's a little cloud chaser.
Yeah, it's just very silly. And not Corbin literally having the best arc of this whole freaking season to where we were like, ew, he's disgusting. Like, I don't know, maybe he's just a little corny. He's from Miami. Like, come on.
He on Aftersun killed me with the Kenzie and the grilled cheese. He was like, first of all, she wanted a grilled cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. So she's lactose intolerant. The fuck? No, because he kind of had a point. Like, I feel like he was trying to say that the girls in the house, like, if they saw somebody else do something, their couple, they would be like, well, I want that too, because I wanted to, like, show you like me, which I get, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to be, like, embarrassed in there, like, oh, this couple is doing everything and you're not doing shit for me. But it was so funny when he was like, we're both lactose intolerant.
Like that he's a comedian. Like, I'm sorry, he's a star. I don't care. He might be the first boy ever I follow on Love Island because I
Please.
really only follow the girly pops. But I'm like, he's so enjoyable to me that
He's
like
funny.
I genuinely am rooting for him.
And then to find out on Aftersun that he was not the one who said Kenzie out the window, which I totally thought he was the one who said that too, but apparently it was KC. So even Kenzie was like, oh, well. Also Kenzie on Call Her Daddy. I watched
Of
like the first
course.
like 10-15 minutes of it. There was really like not much meat of it yet. So maybe I'll talk about it next week if it was anything good. But I do want to say that I would love to see Kenzie on Dancing with the Stars. I think this
Absolutely.
the perfect timing. Like somebody who I feel like actually would authentically fit the show is not like the Mormon girl soft launching Dancing with the Stars for a whole season just so they get the part. Like she
Yeah.
genuinely would be so good on there. I could see her winning. So yeah, they need to. It would be so cool too to see her and Sierra and Mora, like all the Love Island people.
Yeah, I didn't even clock that, but that's perfect. When she said, first thing I do when I wake up is read my Bible and then I do my splits. I said, you know what, Kenzie? You're all right with me.
Same.
You were driving me up a wall a lot of the season, but you're also a real one too.
I came back around on her at the end because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, she really was just doing what Love Island was supposed to do. And it's not
Yeah.
her fault that everybody settled down in their first couple the first week. And like now she just looks like a hoe because of it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, because if you think about it, it's only been 6 weeks, and if in 6 weeks she's liked three, four guys. Like, that's not like that crazy. Even in real life, like,
Yeah, it's
please.
not horrible. And it's like, we can't even count Zach. Like, I know people count Zach.
Yeah.
We're not counting Zach. We're not counting Gabe. Like, those don't count. Caleb, it's like, She was honestly right though. The when you break it down, it's like you guys put him with me. Like I didn't choose that. I chose Corbin. Like we just
Yeah.
tried to force it on her, but like we shouldn't be mad that it didn't work out when we forced it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Kenzie on Dancing with the Stars. What do you see, I guess, to like wrap this up if you're
Yeah.
done? Where do you see the Islanders like next? Like what brands or like shows or opportunities do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like the final four will probably all stay together. The only one that I'm unsure about is Melanie and Sincere.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Trinity getting into modeling.
For sure.
I don't know. What do you see?
All I can say is Jen, come to the front.
Oh,
Jen
that was giving
better
ANTM.
like Jen, I'm getting like I'm literally getting teary-eyed about it because sister, she better be on every cover, every billboard, every sex pot, like Pamela Anderson edit. I was like, oh, that's a real model. Because some of the girls are like, you're
Yeah,
so pretty, you should model. And it's like they model, cool, whatever. No, Jen is like a real model.
real model. I feel like you can, this was like for me, I could tell that just because like you're a pretty girl does not mean you should be a model. But
Yeah.
then seeing Jen in photographs, she is so photogenic. Like she works the camera like crazy. The way she just is able to like angle herself and photograph so well. Like, because you could be a pretty girl like walking around. Like, I feel like I think I'm pretty, but I don't feel like I'm always very
Oh,
photogenic.
no, not at all.
Like,
Me
I could
neither.
not be a model.
Me in front of a camera, please. I do the same little hip hop. Like, please don't look at my Instagram. It's the same angle for like the past 5 years. Jen, however, I was like, oh, you're a professional. Like, it's beyond like,
Professional.
yeah, it's beyond like, oh, she's just a pretty tall girl with big boobs and she has a defining feature, like the mole above her lip, whatever. Like, no, you are like a model. And now seeing those photographs, I was like, holy shit.
I was
Like,
gagged.
no, not the part. Those are the best post villa. She's having the best post villa thing ever. Her getting out of the villa and posting those fucking pictures, I said, oh, like, this was her big break. Like, honestly, fuck having a man. Like, you have a career regardless of what happens. You will have a very serious model career because holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, very serious. And I think also, like, now that I'm thinking about it, because I know Bryce said he worked with her, and he's another person who I remember, like, week one, we were kind of like, like, is he
Yeah.
cute enough for Trinity? Like, we were all like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, the hair was kind of like messing with us. But he's another one who photographs so well. Like, seeing
Yeah.
his Tumblr photos, I was like, oh, he was Mr. Tumblr.
Yeah, no. Those kids know how to work. So if nothing came out of this, I hope they're having modeling careers because like even Nick was a model last season, like Soul's a model, Amora's a model, TT was in a Don Tolliver video. But you know what y'all's problem is? You keep running that goddamn mouth. Like just get in the booth and take a picture like Jen did. She was just like, you know what? Whatever. Like I had a good time. Gall is fucking annoying, but she flipped it and reversed it and like literally stopped me. I saw those pictures. I go back to them every day since they've come out. I look at them multiple times a day because I'm like, whoa.
Literally getting on the incline treadmill right now to go walk after seeing that photo.
No, like she looked so good. It was like crazy. I'm like, oh, now I see why they casted you. Because again, it's more than being like a pretty girl or like having a
Mhm.
nice body. Like she knows how to work the angles. I was like, I don't even know where to start with that. Like, whoa.
Yeah, she did her big one.
So, congrats to her. Honestly, the real winner.
Yeah, congrats to Jen, winner of Love Island season 8. But yeah, congrats to Brinity. Very cute for them. And hoping for the best for all the rest of these couples and excited to see them at the reunion.
Yes. And just like that, we're done with Love Island season 8. We'll get back to you if we'll do season 9, child, because I don't know. Like the
I don't
aunties
know.
are
We might have aged
tired.
out.
Yeah, the aunties are tired. Unless they make like a 28 to like 30 or 25, 24 to like 30 version, I think I think I might be clocking out.
Yeah.
Um enjoyed the ride. Hope you enjoyed this podcast and recapping it with us. Of course, as always, make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. We are so funny on Threads, I must say. We're funny on TikTok. We're funny on Instagram. We're funny in the comments. Like, I've been doing my bag with community management. I got it. Like, I must say so myself. Like, we've been popping off on all the apps. So make sure you are following us there. Of course, leave us a 5-star review and send this to your best yapper, and we will talk again next week.
Have a great week, girls.
Love you. Bye.